Hello, I am Stephanie. Welcome to this yoga session where we're going to leave hopefully feeling fit, focused, and fabulous. So let's begin. Come to the top of your mat and an inhale through the nose. Raise those arms up, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. You can bend your knees a little bit there if you need to. And exhale through the nose, swan dive forward. One more time. Inhale, gently roll all the way back up. Raise those arms up. Wake up that body. And exhale, swan dive forward. You're going to take your feet hips width apart. Take your hands behind your back. Clasp them together. And just start to release those arms down towards the ground. Again, if you need to bend your knees a bit here, because we're at the beginning of the session, you might be a little bit cold, of course. That's okay. If you can straighten them, that's great. Just breathe into this. Open up the legs, the shoulders. And release those hands down. Place your right fingertips down. Bend your right knee. Raise that left arm up. To open up this side. You can look up. Great. It's not too much on your neck. And release that hand down. Bend the left knee, left fingertips on the ground. Raise that right arm up. And bring that down. You're going to start to step back into a down dog. You're going to pedal the legs a bit, so bend the right knee, straighten the left, and vice versa, just to start to stretch everything out, open everything up. Press those palms down and press both heels down. And we're going to raise that right leg up and back behind you. So press the left heel down as you raise that right leg up. And bend that right knee. And then look up underneath the right armpit as you open up that right hip. And raise that leg back behind you. Take your foot up in between the hands for our first Crescent Pose. So you're aiming to get your right leg at a 90-degree angle if it can get there. If not, no worries. Straighten that left leg, relax those shoulders. Palms facing each other, and from here you're just going to extend everything out so your body's in one nice long line. You really feel some work right away in your legs. It's all good. Come back up and then extend it forward again. Come back up. And one more time. Extend it forward. This time you're going to take your left fingertips or hand down, right arm up for a little twist. Breathe. And bring that hand down, and you're going to step your foot back into our first plank position. So you want your shoulders to be directly over your wrists and really use your core to keep you up here. And keeping the elbows in, we're going to start to come down through Chaturanga. Come to tops of the feet, lift those legs up, shoulders back for up dog. And then we're going to push back into down dog. And let's come back forward, shoulders over the wrists for plank. And an exhale, elbows in, come down through Chaturanga, tops of the feet, up dog, and push back into down dog. And raise that left leg up and back behind you. And bend the left knee. And as you open up that hip, look up underneath the armpit. And straighten that leg. Bring the foot up in between the hands for Crescent Pose on this side. And just just start to come forward so your body's in one nice long line. And come back up. And again, come forward. And come back up. One more time. Come forward so it's in a nice long line. Shoulders relaxed. And take the right fingertips or hand down and then raise that left arm up for a twist on this side. You should hopefully feel your body warming up a bit. And bring that hand down, step the foot back, and stay here. We'll try some mountain climbers. So keep the shoulders directly over the wrists. Use your abs, use your core to take your right knee over to your left elbow, then your left knee over to your right elbow at your own pace. Get your heart rate up a bit. Strengthen your body, your arms, your core. And one more on each side. And push back to down dog. Look up at the hands. We're gonna step or jump up and look up and release everything down. On an inhale, gently roll back up. Raise those arms up and we're gonna sit back into a chair pose. Now we're gonna take your right leg, lift it up, and place the bottom part of your leg over your left. If it's too much in your arms, you can take your hands into prayer position, but we're aiming for a little balance here and some stretching in the back part of that right leg. So wherever you're comfortable with your arms, wherever you are, just release it all down. Gently roll back up, reach those arms up, and sit back into chair again. And the other side. So lift that left leg up, place it on top of your right thigh. And again, whatever you did with your arms before, go for it here. And really sit back into this. It's quite intense at the beginning of our session, but I know you've got this. And release it all down. Look up, step or jump your feet way back. Plank position. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Raise the right leg up and back behind you. And start to take your shoulders over the wrists and bring your knee to your nose. Bring the leg back behind you. And again, come forward, bring your knee to your nose. Really use that core here. Bring it back. One more time, knee to nose. And then place that foot up in between the hands. Release that back heel down for warrior one. So relax those shoulders, palms facing each other. Gently push that left hip forward just a bit. And open it up into warrior two. Raise that right palm up, slide the left hand down the back leg. Reach that right arm back for reverse warrior. And just straighten that front leg. And come back down to warrior two, so palms are facing down. Take your left hand to your hip. We're gonna start to come forward. You're gonna place your right fingertips in front of and slightly to the right of your right foot. Raise that straight left leg up. Both legs are straight and strong. Your left foot should be flexed, meaning it's at a right angle with your leg. Keep opening up that hip. If you can, if you feel balanced, you can raise that left arm up, or you can take any kind of variation. You can bend your knee behind you and grab hold of the ankle. Or if you want something a little different, you can raise that right arm up, take your hand to your heart. There's many different variations here in half moon pose. Whatever your body needs today. And we're just gonna step it back into warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach out, let your right hand fall where it may for triangle pose. You can stay here if you want a bit more on the shoulders. Just take your left arm behind you and clasp your hand on your right thigh. And wherever you are, you're gonna bring it all down. So hands to either side of the front foot, step your foot back into plank. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. So take your shoulders over the wrists for plank. We're gonna start to rotate to the left for sidearm balance. So your shoulders should be directly over the wrists. You're gonna stack your feet up on top of each other. If that's too much, you can take your left foot in front of your right. If that's still too much, take your right knee down. And just keep pushing up those hips. And you can take any variation here that you like. I have my own that I like to do. I feel like this extends my spine in a lovely way. Whatever you do here, it's all good. It's your practice. And wherever you are, bring it down, come back to center. And if you can, go for a few push-ups. 1, 2, 3, why not? And we're gonna twist over or rotate over to the right. So whatever you did on the other side, do it on this side. And wherever you are, come back to center and just push back into down dog. So raise the left leg up and back behind you. Start to bring your shoulders over the wrists and bring your knee to your nose for a breath. Bring that left leg back again. And again, knee to nose. Leg back and up. Come forward, knee to nose again. And place that foot on the ground. Release that back heel down for warrior one on this side. So gently just start to push that right hip forward and breathe. And open up into warrior two. Relax those shoulders down. And raise that left palm up. Slide the right hand down the back of your leg for reverse warrior. Just straighten that front leg. And we're going to come back into warrior two. Take your right hand on your right hip and come forward. Place the left fingertips down for half moon pose on this side. So again, you have different variations at your disposal here. If you want to bend your knee, if you want to raise that arm up, hand to your heart. I'm just going through some options here, but pick one, stick with it and hold, breathe. Whatever you're feeling, it's all good. And step that foot way back into warrior two. Straighten that front leg, reach out, let the left hand fall where it may for triangle pose on this side. And whatever you did on the other side, if you took your arm behind you, go forward again, or not. And wherever you are, bring it all down. Hands to either side of the front foot, step that foot back. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Look up at the hands, step or jump up. Look up, exhale, release down. Gently roll all the way back up. Raise those arms up and exhale, release it down. We're gonna do a little balancing pose here. We're gonna start standing on your right leg. Take your right hand to your right hip. Lift that left knee. Take a hold of your big toe with your front two fingers, first two fingers. And you can either stay here, extend that spine upwards, draw those shoulders down. For a bit more, if you're feeling balanced, find a fixed point somewhere. And straighten the leg out in front of you. And if you want even more, take it out to the side. Wherever you are, come back to center and other side. So stand on your left leg, grab hold of your big toe with your two fingers. Again, you can stay here. This is a great balancing pose. Or take it into whatever variation you would like. Whatever you're doing, at least extend that spine upwards and relax those shoulders down. And come back to center and raise those arms up. Exhale, release down. Look up, step or jump your feet way back into plank position. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, push back to down dog. You come forward into plank again, and we're gonna do a few more push-ups. So let's aim for 5. You can be on your feet or your knees, whatever works for you. If you wanna do a few more, a few less, it's up to you. And when you're done, push back into down dog. Raise that right leg up and back behind you. Bring your feet up in between the hands. Come up into Crescent Pose. And you're just gonna start to twist to the right. So open up your shoulders, palms facing out. And just take that right hand down the back of the leg. Reach that left arm back behind you. A little reverse twist. And come back to center into Crescent Pose. You're gonna reach out into Warrior 3. So choose your arm position here. Arms out in front, the side, behind you in prayer position. It's your practice, what you want and need today. And wherever you are, bring your fingertips down to the ground for standing splits. So both legs are straight and strong. You can stay here, or for a bit more, take your right hand behind your leg to pull your torso in. And step your foot way back. Release that back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Take your hands behind your back. Keep your right shoulder on the inside of your knee and start to come down for Humble Warrior. So with each exhale, let your body release down a bit more. You can press your palms together for a tiny bit more opening of the shoulders. And bring it all down. Step your foot back. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back to down dog. Other side, raise that left leg up and back behind you. Bring your foot up in between the hands and come up into Crescent Pose on this side. And just twist over to the left. Palms facing out, shoulders down. I always remind people of that. Our shoulders tend to creep up. We create tension where we don't need it. Me especially. And slide that left hand down the back of the leg. Reach that right arm back, palm facing down. And come back to center, crescent pose. And reach out into warrior three on this side. So whatever you did with the arms on that side, do it on this side. And come forward into standing splits. And you can take your hand behind your leg again if you'd like. And step your foot way back, release that back heel down, and humble warrior on this side. So take your hands, clasp them together behind your back, come to the inside of that knee, and just start to release down. And bring your hands to either side of the front foot, step that foot back. Stay here in plank, and we'll do some more mountain climbers, because why not? Right knee to left elbow, vice versa at your own pace. And one more on each side, and push back into down dog. Just alternate pedaling your legs again. You should feel a bit more open than you did at the beginning. Press both heels down. We're gonna walk your hands, or your feet up to your hands, hips width apart. Bend your knees, take your arms behind your legs, clasp your elbows, and just start to straighten those legs as much as you can. It's a great opening in the back of the body. You're warm now. It should feel a little bit easier than it usually might. And release those arms down. Gently roll back up. Raise those arms up. Look up and just open up those arms for a lovely back bend. Raise them up again, and exhale, swan dive forward. Step back into down dog. Release those knees down, knees and ankles together, and sit back into a child's pose. If it's too much on your knees, you can take your knees wide apart. First, stretch those arms out. Feel that lengthening in the sides of the body. And exhale, relax it all down. And gently press yourself back up, sitting down on your mat. Take your legs out in front of you. Bend your right leg. And start to come back to stretch out that right quad. If you have to stay up here because you're a bit tight, that's okay. If you can come all the way down, that's great too. Just enjoy the stretch. And wherever you are, come back up and switch sides. Right leg out, then the left leg, and start to come back. And wherever you are, just come lie down on your mat. Don't get too comfy just yet. Take your feet hips width apart. We're gonna do some ab work. So take your fingertips behind your ears, and we're gonna do some bicycle crunches. So you're gonna take your your right elbow to your left knee, and vice versa at your own pace, using your abs to take you through this. And use your abs to lift you up to your knees versus bringing your knees back to you. If you need a short break to catch your breath or a quick rest, go for it and then just dive right back in. And one more on each side. And bring it down, hug your knees into your chest. Grab hold of the outer edges of your feet for happy baby. Open up those legs and rock side to side a bit. And then take your arms straight out on either side of you, palm facing down. Raise those legs up straight if you can. If they need to be bent a bit, that's okay too. And really using your abs, focusing on your abs here, not your lower back. Just lower your legs over to the right, back to center, and then again over to the left. Just keep switching sides slowly and methodically using your abs. Almost there. And just one more time on each side. And hug your knees into your chest again. And roll over onto your stomach. Grab hold of your ankles. We're just going to raise your torso, raise your legs for a little back bend here. Open up those shoulders and look straight out. And release it down. Take a breath here. And one more. Bend your knees, grab hold of the ankles. And lift it all up. And release it down. Push yourself up to sitting. Take your legs out in front of you. Straight if you can, but if they need to be a little bit bent, that's okay too. And raise those arms up, extend the spine. And keeping that extension, just start to come forward. With every inhale, extend that spine a little bit. And with every exhale, let your body release down just a tiny bit more. You can come back up, shake out those legs, bring the soles of the feet together, grab hold of your feet. If your knees are up very high, take your feet out further in front of you. Wherever you are, just grab hold of those feet, extend the spine upward, keeping that extension, just start to come forward. And again, with every inhale, extend out, and every exhale, release down. Come back up. Bring those legs out in front of you, shake them out. You're gonna come lie down on your mat. We're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna take your right leg over your left. Grab hold of your left shin. And just pull your legs inward to open up that back of the right leg. And the other side, left leg over the right. Grab hold of the right leg, pull those legs in towards you and feel that great stretch. Feet Hips width apart, down on your mat. We're gonna come into Plow Pose. And what's important here is to not move your neck or your head. So you're gonna take your legs behind you, straight if you can. Come up onto those shoulders. For a bit more, you can clasp your hands together, press your hands down for a bit more leverage, and feel that amazing stretch on your warm body all the way up your back. And very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come back down. Grab hold of your right knee, extend that left leg out, and twist over to your left as you look out over your right arm, palm facing up. And come back to center, other side. Left leg in, right leg out. Twist over to the right as you look up over your extended left arm with the palm up. And come back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. And extend those legs out. Arms down on either side of you, palm facing up. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Roll over onto your right. Press yourself up into sitting. Keep your eyes closed for a moment longer. Hands to prayer position, open your eyes, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous day.